Okay guys, now we are going to see how to deal with questions in IELTS listening part 2, the last 4-5 questions, and especially when the question type is matching. You have to match questions with options A, B, C, D. So you need to stay focused. You will get very nice tips for that. First of all, you have to read the question. Please follow me. Questions 15 to 20. Which activity is offered at each of the following locations on the farm? Activity and location. What are you going to match? Activity and location. So just underline the word activity and locations. Now, one thing. There are two things you can see. One is locations on the farm. Second is activities. Right? Now, please tell me whether when they give you half minute to read the questions, will you read locations or will you read activities? Because in locations there is no information. In the audio they will talk about locations one by one. For example, you read dairy, large barn, small barn, stables, you don't get any information. But when you come to activities, when you come to shopping, shopping is an activity. Watching cows being milked. Option C, seeing old farming equipment, so you get more from there. So you need to decide. Sometimes information is in the options, sometimes information is in the questions. So decide wisely. If the questions are the names of the books, then read options. And if options are the names of movies, names of books, then read questions. They replace them as well. Okay? Now, let's see. For shopping, they can use the word buying, purchasing, buying items. They will not use the word shopping exactly. They are going to use synonym for shopping. Option B, watching cows being milked. Very simple. They're going to use milking the cow, right? Extracting milk from the cows and all that. Option C, seeing old farming equipment. For old farming equipment, they can use the word old plows. They can use old tools, right? Old tractor, old something. Then eating and drinking, very simple. For eating, they might use the word snack, sandwich. For drinking, they might use the word tea, coffee. Okay, they will not use the word eating and drinking. Say you can go there and enjoy your favorite snack with your favorite coffee or tea or whatever. Next, starting a trip. There is a point, actually, there is a location from where you are going to start your trip. So let's see what that is. Option F, seeing rare breeds of animals. Now at which location you are going to see rare breeds? Rare breeds of animals, that means animals which are very rare. For example, we got pandas. Now pandas are very rare, just few of them are left, okay? Like that. Option G, helping to look after animals. You will help the farmer to look after the animals. You know, sometimes you wash the animals, you give them a bath or you feed them and all that. So helping to look after, anything they can say. Like you will feed the animals or you will help the farmer washing the animals and all that. Option H, using farming tools. So at what location you yourself will be allowed to use the farming tools. And what are farming tools? Again, they can be plows and they can be other stuff like that. Okay. Now, question number 15, dairy. Okay, and over there, dairy section, you might be thinking it can be about milking the cows, because in the dairy section we usually have this thing. But listen carefully, whatever they say. And answer is going to be A, B, C, D until H. Okay, you'll not write the statement. So let's make us start.
We'll also be going into the farm that's part of the estate, where there's plenty to do. Most of the buildings date from the 18th century, so you can really step back into an agricultural past. Until recently, the dairy was where milk from the cows was turned into cheese. It's now the place to go for lunch, or afternoon tea, or just a cup of coffee and a slice of homemade cake.
Okay, dairy is a place to go for lunch or a cup of tea or a slice of homemade cake. Option D. Very good. Eating and drinking. Right. Let's go on. Question number 16 is large barn. Okay, so let's see what do they do at large barn.
The big stone building that dominates the farm is the large barn. And in here is our collection of agricultural tools. These were used in the past to plough the earth, sow seeds, make gates, and much more.
Agricultural tools we used in the past. That is option C. Seeing old farming equipment. H is using farming tools. No. They use the word past. I'll play the audio again. Don't worry. I'll play it again. Okay. Correct answer is seeing old farming equipment. Now H is using farming tools. But that is not old. Okay. Please listen to it again.
The big stone building that dominates the farm is the large barn. And in here is our collection of agricultural tools. These were used in the past to plough the earth.
These were used in the past to plough the earth. Agricultural tools. So seeing old farming equipment. For farming equipment, they use the word agricultural tools. And for old, they were used in the past. Exactly. C is the right answer. Let's go on. Question number 17. Small barn.
There's a small barn, also made of stone, where you can groom the donkeys and horses to keep their coats clean. They really seem to enjoy having it done, and children love grooming them.
You can groom the donkeys and horses and all that. Grooming means look after animals, right? You would love to groom the donkeys, huh? Okay. All right. Question number 17. So correct answer is G, helping to look after animals. For look after, they use the word groom. Okay, groom the donkeys and all that. GROOM, groom, bride, groom. Huh? Yeah. So you can groom the donkey. वो भी बाद में donkey बन जाता है. Okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Question number 18. Stables. Okay, what animals live in stables mainly? Horses. Horses live in stables. So let's see.
The horses no longer live in the stables, which instead is the place to go to buy gifts,
Wow.
books,
Yeah.
our own jams and pickles,
Okay.
and clothes and blankets made of wool from our sheep.
All right, stables is no more place for horses. It's a place to buy gifts and this and that and all that. So option? Now have you noticed for shopping? I play this one again. Just focus and see for shopping what other words they used.
The horses no longer live in the stables, which instead is the place to go to buy gifts, books, our own jams and pickles, and clothes and blankets made of wool from our sheep.
Okay, buy first he used, then blankets and this and that. So for question number 18, A is the right answer. Question number 19, shed. Now let's see what do they have in the shed.
Outside the shed, which is the only brick building, you can climb into a horse-drawn carriage for a lovely relaxing tour of the park and farm. The carriages are well over 100 years old.
So, E, starting a trip. Why starting a trip? Because there is a horse-drawn vehicle and you can just get on that and you can start your trip. I play this one again.
Outside the shed, which is the only brick building, you can climb into a horse-drawn carriage for a lovely relaxing tour of
For a lovely relaxing tour. So you can get on the horse-drawn carriage. It means it's starting a trip. For trip, they use the word tour. Absolutely. So for question number 19, E is the right answer. Question number 20, parkland. Let's see, what do they say about parkland?
And finally, the parkland, which was laid out in the 18th century with a lake and trees that are now well established. You'll see types of cattle and sheep that are hardly ever found on farms these days. We're helping to preserve them to stop their numbers falling further.
Okay, you will find cattle and sheep that are hardly found in the farm. Means seeing rare breeds. Now for rare breeds, they use the word cattle and sheep that are hardly found. So F is the right answer. Okay, so this is the best way to deal with matching, and as you practice, you will become perfect. Then you will realize how they paraphrase the options and how to find the right one. Thank you.